I just want to follow up on the Pauline Hanson story from this week, her attack on Muslims. Here she was on Monday night with Shari.
You know, you say, oh, well, there's good Muslims out there. Well, I'm sorry. How can you tell me there are good Muslims?
And last night, right here on this program, she offered a half-hearted apology.
I've stated my case with it. And I said, if I've offended people on what my beliefs are and they're a Muslim, then I do apologise to those people if I've offended them.
Hanson's supporters are rallying around her, but major party politicians, including the Prime Minister and the new Deputy Liberal leader, have continued to condemn Hanson's remarks.
Those are not comments that I would ever wish to associate myself with. I think that they are abhorrent, and I think most Australians, sensible Australians, right-thinking Australians, would agree that that is an unnecessary insult to the so many good Australian Muslims.
Now, some of you have contacted me directly or gone onto social media attacking me for daring to question Pauline Hanson on this yesterday. Well, you're all entitled to your views, of course, but there are a couple of key points to make. First, I don't accept that anyone should be smearing all people of one faith or one ethnic background or one skin colour. I happen to believe in individual rights and responsibilities, not in lumping people together and making judgments about them based on their religion, their race or anything else. And second, if you support Pauline Hanson and believe she's a strong political leader, as many people understandably do, then surely you have to accept she'll be questioned and tested, and obviously she's capable of handling such questioning. I mean, the alternative is ridiculous, that some politicians, any politicians, should never be questioned, should never be pressed. What a world that would be. Anyway, today I spoke with Emma Eros. She was the Muslim candidate for One Nation in the New South Wales state election 7 years ago that I showed you last night in this video with Pauline Hanson. Eros was busy on a construction site today and couldn't join us in the studio, but she had this to say about Pauline Hanson's comments.
Absolutely ridiculous. It's an insult to all Muslim, hard-paying taxpayers, working people. Look, Muslims didn't come 5 minutes ago. They didn't come 9/11. They've been here since the Camelese era. Come on, enough's enough. They're hard-working Muslims out there. Of course, we do not want terrorism. Who wants terrorism, you know? So to say that there are no good Muslims out there, it's just wrong.
Now, that is from a former One Nation candidate. Interestingly, Eros doesn't think the controversy will cost Hanson any support.
I don't believe she's going to be losing members because her members, birds of a feather, flock together. And, you know, there are some great members. I mean, they voted for me. I don't think it's going to affect her. And Pauline needs to just, probably pause before saying something so ignorant.
There you go. That's the view from a Muslim One Nation candidate. Eros, by the way, is no longer a One Nation member. She'd moved on long before this controversy.
That's it, really. It's just over time. I don't like certain views and I don't represent a toxic society. I just don't like the rhetoric that's negative. I don't like rhetoric that's negative when it's against Australian people, mums, dads, taxpayers, just humans in general.
Now, one frustrating aspect of this latest kerfuffle is that it feeds into the Muslim victimhood meme. I've spoken about this before. It's a central grievance that Islamist extremists often try to exploit. Intolerant words from people like Hanson can only feed into this narrative.
We have to accept that words have consequences and that you can put hate in someone's heart with that kind of racist demagoguery of members of our community. And, I want to say in a categorical way that we have wonderful, great Muslim Australians that have done amazing things for our state and for our country.
And after New South Wales police were criticised for forcibly moving on Muslims praying at an anti-Israel protest last week, and now threatening messages being sent to mosques in New South Wales, well, the police are providing added security at Ramadan events in the Sydney suburbs. Meanwhile, Jewish schools and synagogues are still surrounded by armed guards and traffic barriers. Tragically, social cohesion has become a foreign concept in Australia.